Hey guys, hope all is well. I don't know what this was. What's this? All right. Today's topic I want to discuss is what happens when you get denied a pre approval and denied by a lender. Do you want to end it all? I mean, some of you guys are going crazy and think it's the end of the world if you are just not there, or you're like, my lease is up in 30 days. I needed to be in something. You run a pre approval, and girl or boy, you're not even close. You could go a couple directions. You could get discouraged, depressed, or you could look at it as being a motivating factor for you. Why should it be motivating? It should be motivating because you took the initiative, you took the first step to try to figure out what you needed to do, where you were at, so that you could attain your goal of home ownership. Not everybody that goes for a pre approval for a mortgage. Sometimes you should know better. Sometimes it's like, I haven't paid my bills in months. I mean, who's going to give me 150, 300, $500,000, whatever the case may be? I mean, you got to be real with yourself. But sometimes that experience could be the motivating factor. It's like, damn, yeah, I'm not doing right. I'm not doing it right. But the good thing about it is a lot of our mortgage lender referrals are not just going to say, all right, bye, you got denied. Call me when you're ready. What they're going to do is set up a pathway for you to know exactly what you're going to do. How many times have you guys hit us up and said, what would my interest rate be? How much do I need for a down payment? What would my closing costs be? What is my cash to close? And you're not anywhere near, just because you didn't know what those terms were. That's what's so important, is having that conversation with the mortgage lender, because other than us that are going to be working hand in hand to try to find you a home because you're a ready, willing, and able home buyer, the most important person a part of this whole process is the person that's going to lend you the money. You're not going to be able to be a cash buyer at a $250,000 price point when you haven't saved up. This is going to be your first home, right? You're not going to be able to know what credit score you should be shooting for, what a qualifying credit score is, because it differs between lenders. There's some basic rules about it and basic laws you could, follow. And if you've been watching our videos, but there's not a more important relationship between yourself and the mortgage lender. And that's why we have these relationships, because they're good people, they're experienced people. They're people that are going to say, hey, Cindy, hey, Bob, you have some things to work on. First and foremost, I'm going to need, this is where your debt levels are. If you're looking at a house at this price point, um, $350,000. Number one, you're not qualified at all. But based on your income and your debt levels, even if you got your credit score up, to where it needs to be, you don't qualify for a house more than $225,000. That could be shocking to you. That could be disappointing to you, but it also could be motivating for you. What do I mean by that? You could be 6 months away from marrying your sweetheart, and all of a sudden, two people can go on that loan, and both your incomes qualify you. It could be somebody that, you know, has the income but has uh, debt to pay off. And guess what? You're 6 months, a year out from paying off your car note, which is going to reduce that monthly payment. You've been paying $500 on that car note. That's going to affect what you can qualify for. You're up for a new job, or you've been interviewing for a new job that's going to pay you $20,000 more. That could be a motivating factor. Um, the lender can say, you're great everywhere. You have the right income, you have your debt is under control. But you have had a bankruptcy on, on your credit. a year and a half ago. Guess what? 6 months from now, come back to me because it's a 2-year rule for bankruptcy. Keep it clean, keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to be able to qualify for a mortgage. You're a person that is thinking about going back to college and for your master's degree, and you want to buy a house in 6 months. That lender is going to say to you, okay, how, if you take out college loans, how is that going to affect me getting the house? You need to, you know, you have to gather all this information to know exactly where you are to where you need to be. And the great thing is a lot of these lenders that we work with have what's called a credit analyzer. If credit has been your issue, because there's reasons why you might not have the qualifying credit score. You might not have actually opened up enough lines of credit. You might not have had enough credit at the age of that credit. You might have just been out of college for 2 years, and then the next borrower has 10 years on you, and they've proven over a 10-year span that they pay their bills on time. You might have to just open up a secure credit card. You might have to pay down a credit card by $200. You may have to pay it all off. You might have to pay the car note off. So there's so many different factors, as you can tell, that might, in that present space, reject you from the mortgage loan. But you shouldn't take it as rejection. You should take it as, like anything else, constructive criticism. Now, what you do with that information is totally up to you. If you're going to mope, if you're going to be depressed about it, if you're going to feel, horrible about it, and you're not going to do anything about it, then yes, you will continue to be a renter. You will continue to be a pessimistic person. You will continue to be a Debbie Downer, and you will not, better your situation. I can't tell you, again, for anybody that's been following our videos, I've been doing this for 17 years and 18 years as a homeowner, various homes. Ups and downs in my own life, ups and downs in all of our clients' lives. I've had clients that had horrible credit scores and took a year, took 2 months, took 2 years, whatever it took to get them where they needed to be. I've had clients pick up second jobs, third jobs, drive Uber or Lyft, do anything and everything in their power to pay down their debt, to save up for their down payment and closing costs. It's about you. It's not about blaming anybody else. The lender rejected me. No, these are people that are lending out hundreds of thousands of dollars to you at a very, very affordable interest rate and allowing you to pay it off over 30 years. You don't get that on a car note. You don't get that when you go to buy furniture. You don't get that at your Macy's, right? When you open up a credit card, they're going to charge you a 28% interest rate if you don't pay off that shirt that you bought, within 30 days. So it's an amazing opportunity to have a lender give you the opportunity. All they're asking for is, do you make money? Do you make enough money for the price point you want to be at? Have you paid your bills on time? Show me a history of you paying your bills on time. When you think about it, it's not asking for too much. So I want you guys to get away from the Debbie Downers, the discouraged home buyer, and become powerful in yourself and in your truth. Like I've said, Kurt has gone through layoffs. We've gone through deaths in our family. We've gone through life, we have dogs, we have kids, we have, expenses. Well, I say kid, unless we don't know we have other kids out there, but I'll say we have a kid. We have, like I said, pets. We have expenses. We've lost jobs. We've built businesses. We've, bought houses. We've bought land. We've gone through all these experiences. We've been rejected by banks. We've had to rebuild credit. We've tried in our past the credit repair, which is why we tell you don't do credit repair. It's all within your power. It's all within your power. Say that to yourself every day. if you've been rejected, and say, this is exactly what I need to do. The lender said, pay this down, do this. Oh, guess what? I need to make more money. Am I going to sit on the weekends watching, from my couch, or am I going to go out there and pick up a second job? What am I going to do to pay down that debt? Yeah, I'm not going to do something illegal. I'm going to go out there and get 2, 3, 4 jobs if I need to, because why? I want to be a homeowner. I want to change the trajectory of my life, my finances, the generational wealth that is going to come with ownership. Whether you own a business, you own stocks, you own real estate, you want to be the owner of your future. That's what this whole society is based on, is ownership. And that's what you need to do. So if you get rejected, if you get knocked down, just like anything in life, get back up. The advantage is you're going to have a roadmap to tell you exactly what to do. And then it's up to you to execute. So hopefully that's an encouraging word. Again, we've all been through it. We've all been through things in life, whether it's be death, whether it's be bad health, whether that's be finance, whether it be losing a job, whether losing a parent, whatever the case may be. And it's up to all you can do is get back up and be positive and put in the work. It doesn't happen overnight. You have to realize it. You have to put in the work. So that's my message for you today. I hope it's an encouraging word, and I hope that if you have been down about it, you'll pick yourself back up and have that conversation. Follow up with that lender that rejected you. Find another one that will work with you. We have plenty, and take advantage of that roadmap. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. God bless.